Hello, 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 and welcome to Clients on Repeat. The goal of this masterclass, this training, this event is for you to go from hoping for sales to expecting them. That is exactly what I want to help you create, and I'm so freaking excited to be here. So, we are hopefully streaming on the good old Facebook. So, if you are watching me live there, let me know that you are here. Um, and if you're tuning in on Zoom, say hi. Let me know where you're checking in from. I'm really excited to get into things because this is going to be absolute freaking gold. And so, as you're popping on, say hi. I would love for you to tell me what you do. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Cool. Just want to make sure everything is all set up. Love. Love, love, love. Okay, cool. So I am going to be sharing the sales system and strategy behind signing clients on repeat and getting from a place of hoping for sales to actually expecting them so that you can have predictable income and predictable clients coming in, right? Where you can make a full-time income that your family can fully rely on. No more random sales, no more sporadic clients, actually signing clients consistently. So I'm so glad you're here. More importantly, I would love for you to answer the question on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being high. How important is it for you to sign clients on repeat inside your business and why? How important is it for you to sign clients on repeat inside your business and why? Yes, right. To pay off debt, to go on vacation, to pay your bills. Love, 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 love. Cool. Let me make sure this is all coming through. Okay, cool. And so that means more to me than anything, right? I love doing this work because of what it makes possible for my clients. And that's what I want to make possible for you too. So because it's exactly why I built my business in the first place, right? Right? Because I knew I had something incredible to share. I knew I wanted more time, more freedom, more money to do what was important to me. Be with my husband, be with my daughter, grow our family, make memories. And so this is what I want everyone to be able to have too, right? The knowing that sales, income, clients are coming in and to no longer question their every move. And this is what I'm going to make happen for you. Because I remember the beginning days of my health coaching business. I went all in, I quit my 9 to 5, but the sales were sporadic. They were random. They were a total roller coaster. And I knew I had something incredible to share. I knew I did great work. My clients were getting awesome results, loved working with me, but I wasn't signing clients on repeat. And to now be in a place where my business fully supports me and my family, to have 8K to 10K cash months on repeat, have 20K in sales almost every month, and be preparing to take the entire summer off to be with my family as I welcome my new baby, that means more to me than anything. That is freedom to me. And so if you're in a place where you're done relying on random sales, you are all in on your business. You want to be signing clients on repeat in the next 30 days instead of 6 months from now, then you're 100% in the right place because in my world, we move, right? I'm going to give you everything you need to get there. As you have questions, put them in the chat, put them in the comments. I will be going through these throughout the training and I would love and be more than happy to answer anything. So don't be afraid to drop them in. My, so let's get into it. You're here because you have something amazing and you're signing clients and making money. But despite that, it isn't consistent. It isn't where you want it to be. You're questioning why, despite being incredible at what you do, despite getting clients great results, you're still not making the money that you want. Despite showing up, going all in on your business, posting, doing the things you're supposed to be doing, sales aren't coming in as easily for you as the way that they are for everyone else. And this is frustrating as heck, right? And I get it because I was there. I knew I had something incredible in my health coaching business. I signed some clients, but no matter how consistent I was or how much I poured my heart and soul into my business, clients and sales were sporadic. I never knew where my next client was going to come from. And I constantly had this fear in the back of my head of, am I going to have to go back to a 9 to 5? Am I going to have to give up this business that I love so freaking much? Am I not going to be able to do what I really truly want to do? And through a lot of trial and error, a lot of investing, good and bad, I learned what actually has you signing clients consistently. And today is exactly what I'm going to share with you. My goal is to literally give you the roadmap to bringing in clients on repeat in your coaching business. But more importantly, so you can make it predictable and reliable every single month. Because it's one thing to sign clients and make some money, it's another to have something that you and your family can fully rely on every single month. So let's get into it. I want you to share, what are you most frustrated with when it comes to your business? What is driving you insane? Put this in the comments. That you post and it's so good, but you don't sign clients from it. That you've been doing everything right for months, but you still aren't where you want to be. That you are freaking better than other people who are making more money than you. Yes. Yes. What else is so frustrating for you when it comes to your business? These are so good. And I know that every person can relate to this. So, first, we need to talk about, why is this happening inside your business? Why is it that you're freaking incredible at what you do and not making the money you want to make? Why are you posting and doing everything right, but not signing clients? I am going to be sharing the 3 things that I see every single one of my clients doing or thinking that is stopping them from signing clients on repeat. And I'm going to break these down for you. But here's what it looks like. It's that, one, you don't actually know what's driving sales in your unique business. 2, when pressure builds and you don't know what's driving sales, your first reaction is to change things. And 3, it's that you think you have to be someone else in order to make money inside your business. This is so good. And I have some handy dandy slides that I'm going to share with you. Oops. Cool. So, what's really stopping you from signing clients on repeat? How does this land? Some, oh my God, what? Some she sees me moments. So, the number one thing that I see stopping people from signing clients on repeat is simply the lack of knowing what actually drives sales in their business. No matter how much you show up, post, get visible, sell on your socials, If you don't know what's driving your sales, you have nothing to repeat. And if you can't repeat it, you can't create consistency. And this is where so many people struggle. They know what they need to do, but there isn't this knowing of how to make it turn into sales over and over again. So there's so much frustration comes from I'm showing up, I'm doing everything right, but I'm not signing clients. And you start to question, am I cut out for this? Can I do this? Do people want what I have? Am I good? And that becomes a problem. If you don't know what's driving sales inside your unique business and exactly where your last three leads came from, why they signed up to work with you, and how they bought from you, the process that they actually took, then how do you know what's working and what isn't? When you don't know what's working and what isn't, how do you know what to double down on and what to ditch to bring in more clients? So that becomes your first order of business. The second piece as to why you're not signing clients despite doing everything right is simply because when pressure builds inside your business, you start changing things. I get it. You know you have something incredible. You know you should be making more money. You know people should be paying you more. So many other people are successful, so it becomes the comparison game. Why isn't it working for me? You know people should see what you have as exactly what they need, but despite showing up, doing all the right things, that isn't happening. And when that pressure builds and we need more clients to come in, you need the money to be coming in, you fear going back to a 9 to 5, what happens? You become reactionary and you start searching for what's wrong and you start changing things. Your niche, your offer, your pricing, your strategy. You start implementing, over consuming information of what other people are doing. You watch what successful people are doing and think you need to do business like them, changing your offers like them, changing your strategy like them. And the problem, most of the time, things aren't actually broken. You're just operating from pressure instead of data. And when you don't know what's driving sales inside your business, then you're always questioning and second guessing if what you're doing is going to work. I'm posting content and not seeing success, so my content must be wrong. I'm showing up and selling my offer, but people aren't buying, so my offer must be wrong. And you end up in this constant cycle of changing things, searching for the answer, searching for the right strategy, searching for the right offer, searching for what's going to work. And the reality, there is no one size fits all approach. They all work. But they're not happening for you because you don't know what's driving sales inside your business. Or because you're being reactionary instead of actually looking at the data. How is this landing? So good. Tell me in the comments. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. So the last piece of the puzzle is actually where we need to start when focusing on bringing on more clients and sales is you being you and you owning what you're really here to do without all the noise of the online space. I get it. How frustrating is it for you to be so incredible at what you do, but to feel like you have to lose yourself in the process of marketing? You have to niche down. You have to sell low ticket. You have to sell high ticket. You have to do what someone else is doing. You have to follow a framework. That person isn't going to buy. You can't speak to all those people. You can't be multi-passionate. You can't sell multiple things at once. And how many of you have invested in coaching or marketing support and lost yourself in the process? And maybe you don't even realize it, but you're trying to fit yourself into a box that you don't actually fit in because someone has told you how you have to sign clients. And you come out feeling like someone that you're not. trying to force yourself, right? Like square peg, round hole. Or you're in the online space trying to sign clients and you feel like you have to say something different or be someone different in order for that to actually work. And you start to question what's the point? Maybe this isn't for me. It's all a facade. And this is what we need to end. This is the work that I do with my clients the moment they step into my world. Is we define their queen energy from their alignment, not from someone else's and not from all the noise. Who they are, who they help, what problem they solve, and what do they help their clients achieve without all the freaking noise. Get my handy dandy slides. You're here because you want to change people's lives. You are doing something you wish you had, and now you're giving it to the people so they don't have to struggle or stress or worry or go through what you went through. And that's amazing. That is what needs to come through. Not what someone says you have to say, not what someone tells you you have to do, but you actually owning you. And sure, we can be more strategic and intentional with our language and what we're doing in our strategy, but it has to all come from a place of alignment. So the question is, if you stopped listening to all the noise of what you have to do and say and be in order to sign clients and make money, and you simply got so crystal clear on who you are, what you do, who you help, and why you're the one, what would you come up with? And if I went through your profile right now, is that what is coming through? Now you know what's actually standing in the way of you signing clients on repeat. Knowing what's actually driving sales inside your business, reacting under pressure instead of from data, and not fully owning who you are because other people have told you that's not going to sell, or owning how you want to do your business. And so now we move out of this bullshit, and I'm going to share with you exactly what drives sales in your business and how to start bringing in leads, sales conversations, and clients on demand. So you can start signing clients consistently and your business can bring in income every single month that you and your family can actually freaking rely on. No more sporadic sales. No more questioning if what you're doing is going to work. No more hoping that it's going to work. No more like posting on social media and hearing crickets. So let's get into it. What actually drives sales inside your business? Oops. Oh, yeah, I knew that. Your audience, your content, your offer. It's that simple. How frustrating is it when you know you're amazing at what you do? You get your clients incredible results. You know your offer is changing people's lives, but you can just feel that your message isn't landing. Like people don't actually get it. They don't see the value in it, so therefore they aren't buying. This is the freaking worst. And I see this with all my clients. They have something truly incredible to offer. They know it's amazing. Their clients get great results. But despite showing up, doing all the things, selling, they aren't getting people saying, oh my gosh, I need this offer. And this comes down to you're missing one of these core pieces. Either your audience is not filled with ready to buy dream clients who want what you have. Your content isn't actually building trust and showing them that you solve the problems they really want to solve. Or your offer is in position to solve that problem and get them to where they want to go. And it's that simple. And so this is what we want to be so intentional about building every single day inside our business. Because this is the art of taking a total stranger to a paying client. And it starts with them coming into your audience, them going through your content, you showing them who you are, what you do, what you help with, what problems you solve. And then through your offer, not the structure, not the price, the positioning, that it solves their problem, gets them to where they want to go. This is what has people buying. This is the process of sales. And for some reason, we've been massively overcomplicating it. We need funnels, we need fancy websites, we need different platforms. But the reality is, it's your audience, your content, and your offer. And what you need to get really good at is filling your audience with dream clients who want what you have, creating content that builds trust and shows them you're the one, and selling an offer that solves the problems they actually want to solve. So the questions become, are you focusing on all three of these things every single day? Are you bringing new, ready to buy people into your world? Are you writing content for them? Showing them who you are, what you do, how you support them, the problems you solve, what you believe in, what you teach them, showing them their problems, showing them what they need to do to get to where they want to go. Are you selling your offers as the bridge to get them from A to B? Showing them that your offer is what fills that gap for them? Or are you just focusing on driving visibility, but then not driving trust and decision too, right? Not driving that trust in your content and not selling your offer. Not showing them what you do, not showing them how you help, not showing them that your offers bridge that gap. Therefore, you get a bunch of people in, but they don't end up buying. And it feels like they just want your free stuff or your low ticket stuff. Do you focus on driving trust with your audience? Actually creating content that builds trust? But maybe you don't get people buying because you're not showing them that your offer is what they need. Do you focus on selling every day? But you're not focused on building trust and showing them who you are and what you do. Or you're not focused on constantly bringing new people into your audience. This is what has you signing clients consistently. So this is what I focus on with my clients. Once we get clear on their queen energy without all the noise in the online space, who they are and what they do, and we build their strategy around that, we get intentional when building their audience, putting out content that builds trust, selling their offer to support their clients and getting to where they want to go. Then what do? We implement, we collect data, we track so that we can optimize. What takes your strategy from throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks to something that actually brings in predictable income, reliable sales, and consistent clients is through knowing what worked and what didn't, so that you can repeat what worked. Because if you don't know what's working, you can't repeat it. Therefore, you can't make it consistent. So after we've created the strategy for building the audience, the content, the offers to move the needle, this is where we have to start focusing on where, why, and how. Where their clients are coming from, why they signed up to work with them, and how they brought them, the process they actually took. When you look at and choose to answer these questions every single day, you start learning not just what moves the needle forward, but what actually brings in leads. What actually has your audience raising their hands. What actually has your audience reaching out, asking to work with you. Therefore, you start knowing exactly what you need to do for leads, sales conversations, and clients to come in. Therefore, leads, sales conversations, clients start being predictable and consistent and inevitable. You start expecting them instead of hoping for them. There's nothing worse than making a sale and having no clue how to replicate it. Actually, there is. It's making a sale, thinking you know what worked, doing it again, and then it not working the second time. When you're not tracking and uncovering the patterns, you can't see what's clearly working. So it constantly feels like you need to reinvent the wheel or change things. And you end up in a place of pressure, constantly fixing, which gets you more random sales and keeps you on this hamster wheel. So signing clients on repeat and bringing in predictable income every single month doesn't come from constantly reinventing yourself or your strategy or your messaging or constantly changing things under pressure or constantly looking at what people are doing and changing things based on them. It comes from repeatability, knowing exactly where your clients are coming from, why they signed up to work with you, and how they bought from you in the first place. Because when you know that, you know exactly what you need to do, post, and say to have clients coming in without question. You stop questioning if you're saying the right thing and knowing exactly how to attract dream clients on demand. You stop questioning, second guessing if what you're doing is going to work again next month. And you know exactly what to do every day, week, month to bring in clients. You stop hoping that you're doing the right things and know exactly what moves the needle forward in your business. So your business stops being a giant question mark and starts being matter of fact. And because of it, sales become expected instead of a fluke. And because of it, you don't question if you're going to make money. You bring in repeatable income. This is the reality, and this is how truly simple it is. And something I wish I had at the beginning of my business, because I did way too many things, worked myself to the bone, threw a million things at the wall, was constantly doing new strategies, losing myself in the process, and quite honestly, getting burnt out health coaching because my business was based on constantly reinventing the wheel, showing up, not seeing success, spending a lot of time wondering if this was going to work, if I was cut out for this. But if someone made it so simple and broke business down like this and actually told me what I needed to be focusing on and what I needed to be doing, then I would have been a lot more successful from day one. And that's what I want for you. That's why I'm here. This is why I do what I do. There are way too many amazing coaches and service providers not making the money they deserve. And it's not because they aren't good at what they do. It's because they don't know what's actually driving sales in their business and how to make it repeatable. So sales are magic instead of expected. And this is what I want to change. My client, H, is a coach, licensed social worker. Started with me and had never signed a client before, had been working on their business 6-ish months. By our 4th month together, she had signed 6 new clients into her group coaching program at $2,000 and 3 one-on-one clients at $2,500. That's $20,000 in sales after 4 months and never signing a client before. Now she's at the place where she expects sales. She knows exactly what she needs to do on a regular basis to keep clients and sales coming in. My bookkeeper client started with me with one client making $200 a month, maybe. By her 4th month together, had brought on several new clients, 2 huge ones, quit her full-time job, and was full-time in her business, making 8K months consistently. Now she's ready for 10K months. I have so many other clients like this. I literally just had a client, we started working together 3 weeks ago. She just signed her first client into her program after posting and showing up over and over again. I had another client, she wanted to be selling one-on-one, but she was selling low ticket offers. We transitioned her to the program she actually wanted to be selling. And within a few weeks, she signed a pay in full $2,000 client. I see this time and time again. When you know what drives sales and you focus every single day on visibility, getting seen, when you focus every single day on your audience, your content, and your offer, you focus on filling your audience with the right people, you focus on building trust in your content, and you focus on selling your offer, and you learn what's working and what isn't, sales, one, start happening way faster than you imagined, but you actually get to make them consistent and predictable. It's no longer just about showing up, posting, selling, getting visible. It's about being intentional and uncovering what's actually working in the process so you can repeat it month after month and get predictable income and sales. And if this is what you're ready for and you're saying, Gabby, I don't want to spend another 3 months trying to figure this out myself, I want to invite you into my 30-day sprint. This is a 30-day one-on-one for the person who's already in motion, signing some clients, but who needs and wants consistent clients and sales, predictable income, and a business they can actually rely on. That is exactly what we do together, where you start expecting sales instead of hoping for them. In our first 3 days together, we will get clear on your positioning. We will get clear on who you are, your queen energy. What is it that you're actually here to do without all the noise of the online space? This is my superpower. Cutting through the noise of what you think you have to say or sell to be successful and actually uncovering what your true magic is that makes you you. And knowing how to articulate that so your audience sees it's exactly what they need. So you can show up as you and sign clients because you're you. But more importantly, so you can stop questioning if you're saying the right thing. You can start owning who you are, knowing how to position your offer to your audience so they get it and they see they need it. And then from there, getting clear on your strategy. What is it that you're doing to actually to build your audience, to build trust, and to have people buying? I give you the content frameworks and the prompts. Then we spend the next 30 days implementing, collecting data, and optimizing. We uncover exactly where your best leads are coming from, so you know how to create them on demand. You stop wondering if the right people are seeing you. We uncover exactly what content has your audience raising their hand, asking to hire you, booking sales calls, so you know how to bring in sales calls and clients on demand. So you stop questioning if you're saying the right things. We uncover what offer positioning has your dream client saying yes to working with you, so you know exactly how to sign clients on demand. So you stop questioning or second guessing if what you're doing is working, and you start expecting sales. So therefore, at the end of 30 days, you're signing clients, but more importantly, you know what you need to keep doing, keep posting, keep saying to sign them consistently every single month and bring in predictable and reliable income. Because what you don't need is more information and more things to do. You need to own who you are and what you do. And you need to know how to articulate it so people get it and want to hire you. And you need your strategy to bring in leads, conversations, and clients on demand. When you don't know what's creating sales, you can't replicate it. And if you can't replicate it, you can't create consistency. And that is exactly what we change inside this 30-day sprint. This is not for everyone. This is for the people who are already in motion, who are showing up, posting consistently, selling their offers consistently, who are signing some clients, but are not signing the amount of clients that they want. This is for the people who are committed to showing up every single day, doing what they need to do inside their business to make it happen. This is for the people who have already decided their business has to work, has to support their family. They're not building a side hustle. We will change your business fully in the next 30 days. But that only happens when you're 110% committed to doing the work, getting feedback, making changes, and optimizing it. I don't take just anyone. I only have 3 spots open. So if you know it's time to book a call, I'm going to put the link in the comments below. Snag one of these 3 one-on-one spots. We'll get on a call, make sure it's a good fit. We have covered so much. You've seen your gaps. You've seen what is continuing to keep you stuck. You've seen where you need to go and what you need to focus on. Now, the perfect next step is my 30-day sprint. And I would absolutely freaking love to have you. You are so much closer than you think to clients on repeat. It is just about focusing on what drives sales and mastering it so you know exactly where, why, and how every client is coming from so you can repeat it every single month.